What's going on, everybody? This is T Reaper here, back again with another rant. And today, this video is going to be titled "The Problems Within This Gaming World." And I have a couple topics that I want to discuss that have popped up in my head and that I've seen over the past week. Probably since the time that Gears of War 4 came out. Good game, by the way. I'm already done with it. But I haven't done one of these rants in a while. It's been a couple weeks since I've done it, and I know people like me showing my face and me, having a little bit of personality with, the actual picture. So I figure I do this. Whenever you decide to watch this, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Shout out to my subscriber base. Shout out to the multiplayer podcast, to BEASTFIRE, Next Gen 720, great guy. And shout out to all my supporters so far this year. I am getting really close to my 300 sub goal, and I would really like to reach that goal by the holiday season. So if anybody that has yet to subscribe to my channel, if you like what you see, and check out my other content. Also, make sure if you aren't being alerted to my uploads, make sure you press that little bell button right next to that sub button, and it should alert you every time I upload. And that's the new thing on YouTube and whatnot. So all right, so today I'm just gonna go straight down the line. I have the list right in front of me. So Gears for casuals. Now, there's been a lot of, the failed pony that I did a video on a couple weeks ago. He was bragging his ass off that he beat Gears of War in 6 hours or less, and yet he did it on casual. Now, my whole thing is, me personally, I did this shit on normal, and I did it in 8 hours and 43 minutes, and I was number 3 to do it by last Friday, and it came out with the special edition last Thursday. So I beat it by Friday, and I beat it on normal. I did it on solo. I'm still thinking about doing it on co-op, but I'm waiting for a friend of mine to decide when he wants to do it. And I would preferably like to do it by the end of this weekend, because Battlefield 1 comes out for the early enlisters edition. Since I do not have EA access, it comes out on Tuesday, so I would like to get that 30 gamer score out of the way and be done with it. But I could have done it on casual, and I could have done it in under 6 hours, but I chose not to because I wanted to take the high road and try something different. But if I had done it on casual, I probably also would have done it in 6 hours, and people would call me, "Oh, you're a freaking noob. Anybody who doesn't do it on insane is a bunch of pathetic little shits. You guys aren't real true Gears players." First of all, I only play Gears for story. Second, Horde doesn't mean shit to me. Multiplayer doesn't mean shit to me. And the only thing that I cared about was the wonderful, beautiful story that the people at the Coalition made up. And it actually was a pretty good story. I was a little disappointed in the epic scenes that were inside the story, but at the end of the game, I still gave it a 9 out of 10, just for the pure robotic battles that you got involved in with that hive monster at the very end, and it was pretty cool. But you have a whole bunch of people knocking each other for doing it on different difficulties. Who gives a damn as long as it's finished? Like, seriously. As long as you finish the game, and as long as you get that achievement that says you are done with it, I don't see what it really matters. If you choose to play it on insane, good for you. If you choose to play it on hardcore, I know my boy K Mega is doing it on hardcore. Shout out to K Mega, by the way. I know he's doing it on hardcore, so shout out to him for doing that. But me personally, I wanted to do it on normal because I kind of didn't want to do it on casual because I didn't want to beat it too fast. But I didn't want to do it on hardcore or insane because I didn't want it to take too long. So I chose to do it on normal, and I died a decent amount of times. So it was still kind of annoying in and of itself to do it on normal. I could have done the easy route and just done it on casual, but I wasn't going to do it this time. Any other game, though, this year, I don't think I'm going to do that route. I think that maybe Battlefield 1 I'll do it on normal. But I have Battlefield 1, that comes out on Tuesday. I have Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, that comes out the following Tuesday. I've got Titanfall 2, which is going to be the multiplayer project of this year. Then you get Call of Duty Legacy Edition, that comes out with the remastered version of Call of Duty 4. So I'll be playing those 2 games. Then we get Watch Dogs 2. Then we get Final Fantasy 15. Then we get Dead Rising 4. Those are all the games I'm getting. And right now, I still have a lot on my plate before the holiday, the holiday era pops up and says, "T Reaper, you're done gaming for the year." So I'm still working on doing the thing, but depending on the difficulty levels, that's how long it takes me to beat it. So, but if I am still and I beat Mafia 3, and I did that on easy, and thank God I did that on easy, because some of that thing was hard as hell. I kept dying over and over again, and I hate car chases. If I had done those car chases on anything other than easy, I think I would have had a really hard time doing it. But I don't really care, because personally, some games I like doing on easy. Some games I'll do it on legendary, like Halo. Halo's probably the only game series in this history that I like getting that legendary achievement, because it's a tradition, and I just love doing it. And I love either getting that legendary co-op achievement or that legendary solo achievement. It don't really matter as long as I get it. Other games, I could give two shits what difficulty I play it on. But so to all those who are knocking each other for the difficulties you're playing on, guys need to get a life, and whatever they choose to beat it on, they're going to beat it on, and there's nothing you can do about it. And on to the next topic, and I saw this on a comment last night, I think, off of Bang Bang. And I've done a couple videos on this, so I'm not going to go too much on this concept. We have something in this world, and it's a wonderful feature. It's called internet, everybody. Internet is what powers your multiplayer connection. It's what powers your Facebook. It's what powers this entire social media that we love so much. And you need good internet if you want something to install in a proper time base. I've done plenty of videos on this concept, so I'm not going to go over and over again on this, but this idiot, I'm not going to say his name, was complaining that it took him over an hour to install Rise Son of Rome. You must have really shitty internet, because Rise is not a very large game, and it's also not a very long game. And he's like, oh, but it was on disk, it's not digital. It doesn't matter, because the internet power is still what powers the install speed. The higher your internet, the faster your thing installs. Now, it's true, if it's on disk, it takes less time to install than if it's on digital. Now, if it took you a little over an hour to install Rise on disk, I can't imagine what it would have taken you, sir, to download it on digital. But, word to the wise, and word to everybody who's getting an Xbox One, and anybody who's getting any type of gaming system in the coming years, make sure you have good internet, because if you have shitty internet and then you blame it on the system because it's not installing fast enough, it's not the system's problem, it's your own internet services problem. So make sure you have decent internet and have a download speed that can download between 30 and 60 megabytes per second, and usually a game for me takes between 40 and 80 minutes at most. Digital, most of the times will take longer, but also keep in mind, when you're downloading it digitally, you're downloading it from the marketplace of Xbox Live, and loads of people are drawing from that data. So if you're downloading it digitally, the day it comes out, loads of people are also downloading it from that same pool of source. So it's going to take longer if you download it digitally on day one than if you have a disc. Sorry about that. But so anybody who still didn't know that internet power is what powers your wonderful concept of internet, your install speed, look it up. It's common sense. Get good internet, get good install time. Enough said. Then, how we were talking about this on Multiplayer Podcast. We were talking a little bit this on BEASTFIRE. Xbox One, its third month in a row NPD. What do I feel about that? Me, personally, I kind of don't really give a shit. And I love how my phone keeps blowing up. It's actually amusing as hell. I personally don't really care. I have 3 Xbox Ones. To me, everybody was saying, everybody on Bang Bang is, not crediting Microsoft for winning 3 months in a row because Sony is one more. Well, here's a really cool inquiry. Guess who's worth more? Microsoft is worth more money. They're worth over $400 billion, Sony is only worth 40 billion. So who in the end really wins that that pissing contest? Is it the one that wins 3 MPDs in a row, but the other one has won the rest of the time, or is it the one that is worth more, keeps gaining more money, and not the one that keeps losing money as a company? That would be the answer to your question. My question is, Microsoft is the better choice because they are worth more. They are number 4 in the world, and Sony is at a measly $40 billion cap. Look it up. Then, this is a little part of the rant that I saw this last night, and I found this kind of funny because I love how certain people love to brag how they make more money, and while other people that love to game are just sitting on our asses and playing Gears of War, playing Forza and whatnot. Sir, and this goes out to anybody who thinks making more money is, makes them look better than someone who just plays games all day. It depends what you like to enjoy in life. Do you want to enjoy life, or do you just want to make cash? Because me personally, I would actually want to do both. Because I have a job, I don't make a lot of money, but I work about 16 hours a week, and the rest of the time I'm in front of my Xbox, using it, entertaining myself with it, and having fun with it. So to brag that you're making 17 an hour while the rest of us are all having fun on our Xboxes, who really gives a shit? My personal opinion is the people who give a shit are the ones who don't really have anything to play and would rather make more money. Then, and last but not least, this goes out to the world of Xbox. Shout out to my boys over there. And what defines Xbox? And my answer to that question, like I said in the comment section, is life. Life is my Xbox. Life defines Xbox. Xbox defines my life, and there's no better definition to an Xbox than pure enjoyment in life. And that is just all I got to say. But again, I want to give a quick shout out to the Multiplayer Podcast. Shout out to Mr. 100. Shout out to the BEASTFIRE Podcast. BEASTFIRE is going to be on Monday. Make sure you check us out on Next Gen 720's channel. Shout out to Mr. Next Gen 720. Shout out to all my new subscribers and those who are commenting. If you like what I had to rant about in this video, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any inquiries and requests for video topics in the near future, leave them in the comment section, or hit me up on Facebook. My name is Thomas Barker. I'm in pretty much almost all the major groups that are around, such as Bang Bang, the World of Xbox, and all that kind of stuff. So, and I'm on BEASTFIRE with Next Gen 720, Dealer Gaming, and Dean the Tech God. I'm on the Multiplayer Podcast. So there's plenty of ways to get a hold of me. Last but not least, I'll be beating Battlefield 1 on Tuesday. I'll be doing an opinion piece on that game, and I'll be playing that multiplayer until I get Xenoverse 2 the following week, and then Titanfall 2 is what I have to do with that. And shout out to all those who are keep finding my intros, how to delete content off your Xbox. If you have any requests how to use your Xbox better, let me know, and I can always make new intro videos. I stopped doing those because I haven't really found any reasons to do more of them, because I haven't found any stupid people that don't know how to use their Xbox correctly, because I've stopped running into those types of people. But I did the how to delete the DVR content, and I did the Cortana videos, because I ran into people that didn't know how to use those type of things. So I took it upon myself to make videos to show people how to do it, and it actually became quite popular. So thanks for keep watching them. I'm glad my way of doing it is helping people. Just make sure you guys realize I did 2 of those how to delete DVR. I did one 8 months ago, and I just did one a couple weeks ago because the DVR outline changed. So I chose to do one again so you could see the new outline. Anyway, this is T Reaper. Thanks so much for watching this. I will try to upload this by Monday, by Sunday, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Later.